kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grinanti Bhurida Janaha. Start again. Starting. So, we have learned from our childhood, what we have learned is to face others. We don't face ourselves. First time we turn our face to ourselves. We keep our face turned to others and external world, and we never turn it towards ourselves. Viveka is the first thing which makes man to turn inward. Then he sees, I have thousands of corrections to do. My vasanas and samskaras, my past tendencies, my past momentum was driving me and expecting others in various ways. I was teaching, telling, fighting, and now I see I have to correct myself first. And if this is the case in the spiritual ordinary world, you can imagine, suppose someone wants to speak on the spiritual world, where should be? Here, just to speak normally in the world regarding worldly things and all that, I have to turn my torch to myself and look into me myself. What am I doing? Where am I? What is happening to me? When this is the case that we are seeing, that means I must have intelligence, I must have moral standards, I must know what is good and bad in this world to speak about the world. And if I am to speak about God and spiritual life, philosophy makes a man thinker, wisdom makes a man a sage. This is an important difference. When wisdom, Viveka becomes, then he starts moving towards sagacious existence to become a sage. So when I have to speak to anybody, even philosophy, it is something I don't know what it is. Within the time and space bound relative existence, I can speak anything, I can tell anything. But to know and listen to the beyond, which I have never known, it is exactly like a blind man speaking and teaching about light and colors. He can tell the frequency of each color, he can tell what light is. I once happened to ask a person who is blind, she was going for an exam. I asked, shall I ask you a question? Will it hurt you? She said, no, Swamiji, you can ask. She was born blind. I asked, what is meant by light? She told Swamiji, light means a thing that is necessary to see. To see, there are two things necessary. One is light, one is eyesight. If there is light and eyesight, they can see. If light is not there, eyesight is there, you can't see. It is fully dark, you can't see. You have eyes, but you can't see. If you have other way, you have eyes but no light. You have light but no eyes. Sight. Sight is not there. Light is there. You can't see. How beautifully she explained. I asked what is meant by colors. Oh, green, red, white, all colors she is telling. I was surprised. She gives such a beautiful explanation. She doesn't know what is see. To see, there are two things necessary, she is telling. One is light, and she doesn't know what is light. She doesn't know what is seeing, but she is explaining. Colors also she is explaining one by one. There was a file in my hand. I said, what is this color? Then she touched it, the file. Then she said, you tell. You tell what is the color. She is not able to find out. All look alike, all colors look alike. Then you see. We too explain about God and spiritual life and all. Exactly like that. We have never seen what is Chaitanya. We have never transcended this nature and gone beyond. But we go on telling regarding God and spiritual life. Thakur gives the example, the children will be promising, holding on to God, God promise, God promise. Like the elders in the house, they will be using Devrane, Mayer Dibbi. In Bengali it's called Dibbi. So, they, like that, the God they bring into picture without knowing. Children are same thing we are doing. So Sri Ramakrishna says, before you give lecture, because time is going, life is going, you are dwelling in a world of darkness and spending your life, wasting your life, and making others more confused than what they can understand. What you are going to tell, they know already. So Thakur says, before you give lecture, enshrine the God within your heart. Keep the God in your heart, then give as much lecture as you want. Then it is a reality. It awakens man. Thakur again and again, is this world a small thing that you can do good to this world? It's constantly changing flux. With whole life putting efforts, we cannot change a single person in this world. All pour love, give everything. Even the child born to a mother cannot transform. She takes care, she gives everything, but the child is going in its own way because it has come with past tendencies. It has already come with the vasana and karma phala. Already has come with the software. According to the software, he will be moving. You can't do. You have to change the software. Changing software cannot be done by anybody and everybody. Someone who can design the computers, software, he alone can change the software. So to change the software, to give something to the world, you must have that knowledge. To tell about God, to tell about spiritual life, he must have at least a glimpse of the transcendental. Somewhere, or a authorized person, you go and tell. I will take the responsibility of those who hear. I will take the responsibility. It's a tradition. He authorizes, somebody authorizes, you go and give initiation, diksha. I will take the responsibility of whomever you give the mantra. If Guru says, yes, he is taking I am only an agent. Why I am telling this is, should we talk about God or not? To discuss, giving lecture is different from discussing and talking. Students, they learn very little from teacher. 1/4 of what the knowledge the teacher can give is only 1/4. Another 1/4 is his own efforts. How I am going to, I have to search, I have to gain, I have to think, I have to act and gain 1/4 of the knowledge with my own efforts. Other 1/4 is through discussions and talks. We hear. From there, 1/4 we get, and 1/4 comes in time through experiences. So, discussions, talking about God, and conveying what I am not going to give lecture. Thakur has told like this. Just convey. I don't know. I don't know anything. Just Thakur has told. I liked it. You see. And when they talk, they discuss about it. I saw many of the sadhakas sincerely struggling. What each has read. I don't encourage or allow people to read the books of a person who has not realized God. There are great psychologists, great philosophers, thinkers. Their talks do not tally with reality. Their talk or writings may be very enchanting, but it's far from reality. So, to be one with reality, it is entirely different. Those who have seen, those who have transcended the nature, their own inner nature and external nature, when they transcend, then it is different. Transcending the nature. Then he is. When he tells, there is transformation. Transformation will be slow. because it may be barren land. Suppose seeds are there which is falling on a stone. When sometime rain comes or wind carries away and makes it fall on the fertile land, then it germinates. Seed will be put by these people. It may take some time, maybe a life also doesn't matter, but it's going to give fruit. It is going to get germinate. But in case of ordinary people speaking, it will not do. It has appearance of a seed, but it is not a seed at all. It is some ordinary material shaped into seed. There is no reality. So, Sri Ramakrishna wants giving lecture to others, giving instruction to others, telling this is real, this is right, this is what's happening in the whole world. People are fighting regarding religion, regarding God, regarding spiritual life, only because of people who have not known the essence, who have not seen the reality, arguing among themselves and fighting among themselves. The one who has reached immediately becomes silent. Even a glimpse of God, a little understanding of God will make him immediately silent. And till the soul reaches that state of realization, there will be constant struggle, non-stop struggle. There is no rest. There is no, Sri Ramakrishna says, you see, reading also. How much should you read? Listening, how much should you listen? It is till you understand what is it. One of the direct disciples, he will be studying Vedanta. He doesn't come from many months. Hari Maharaj, Vinayakanandaji Maharaj later on. He will not be coming for many months. Then Sri Ramakrishna gets worried. Why that boy is not coming? He said he is studying Vedanta and he is not coming. Then next time when he comes, Sri Ramakrishna asks this question. I hear you are reading Vedanta and therefore you are not coming. What does your Vedanta say? God alone is real, all else is unreal. That once, how many times you hear, now struggle to reach that, struggle to catch that. Enough of reading. This essence alone needs to be read. Essence alone is to be heard. That's all. After that, it has no purpose, nothing to. Now struggle. Pray, pray, pray day and night. Prayer. Most important part in the beginning of sadhana is unbroken prayer, unceasing prayer, and unceasing thought of God. As much as possible, while moving about, thinking, see that the thought of God doesn't break. That is called meditative awareness. Keep the meditative awareness as if you are sitting in meditation. What will be your state? How you clearly visualize God, how you feel clearly the presence of God and absence of the world when you meditate, absence of yourself when you meditate. Like that, let the body and mind be working in the world. Let the inner soul must be at rest in feeling the presence of God. He is working actively inside his seeing, feeling the living presence of God. What a beautiful combination to be one with God and one with nature. That is most essential part for sadhaka. Otherwise, he will never progress. Without intense activity, the understanding, even what we have read, will not come to the physical level. If it doesn't come to the physical level, at the level of transactions, at the level of dealings, when I deal, what I have read must come there. I am dealing with people, I am doing my work. What I understood has to reflect at physical level in the dealings and actions. Then my next door will open. Otherwise, door will never open. A person can sit day and night for meditation without activity. He will never progress. He will not open. The next door, first door itself will not open. Sitting and taking rest nicely. Goody boy. Tapasyanandaji Maharaj used to say, I don't want goody boys here. I want sadhakas who are like tigers, who work hard, and when they sit for meditation, no thought of others, nothing disturbs them. Means aloof. When you are working, your inner is given to God, external is given to nature, nature is working, and inside it's called meditative awareness. In meditative awareness, there are two aspects. We have two aspects, our spiritual existence and bodily existence. There is divine and the nature. Nature is there. My bodily existence is there. Let it be interacting with nature and working. Intense activity, serving. Inside, he is in communion with God. He is talking to God. He is listening to God. He is thinking of God. Inside, there is calmness. External, there is activity. He is one with God from within, one with nature externally. Fast he progresses. Because as we increase, if we want to increase the height, we have to expand the base. Expansion of base takes place only through activity. And spiritual practices lift you to higher heights. Height is high advancement in height is done by the spiritual practices, and expansion of base is done through activities, work. And in the activity, absolute unselfishness, only for sake of others, only for sake of God. Here the most important part of our life expresses itself. The essence of our existence expresses itself. I am divine, I have to reach the divine. Let the body and mind, which is going to perish, which is impermanent, be actively engaged in the work and activities. So this is an important thing Sri Ramakrishna is giving. Enshrine God before you give lectures. And we see we have to be in meditative awareness as we are working in this world. Internally being one with God, externally being one with the nature through activities. Internally, the meditation is continuing Activities are contained. Meditative awareness. Meditative awareness. Meditative awareness is more fruitful and definite than meditations. Meditation doesn't make you go ahead. Meditation do not go make you go unless it is associated with activity. Otherwise, go, sit, take rest, get up, move about, eat, sleep. The same routine will go on. So here, attainment, where is the attainment? 20 years back, I started sadhana. I am in the same place, same state. Should not happen. Every day must be a new day. Every day I must keep a step ahead towards God. Yes, I have changed than yesterday. Yes, I have changed than yesterday. I can go deeper than yesterday. I can do many things. Now you see, those who are learning music and all that, every day they have to see the progress. School and learning, every day they have to get the knowledge. It is classified. Every day some portion is covered in each of the subject. You have to know, you have to know, you have to know. Till the end, there is no end. You are going in education. Every day you are getting educated. Every moment you are getting educated. Similarly, in spiritual practices, every day you must be getting new understanding, new information, new depth I am able to go. Means how much dedication, how much commitment, how much sincerity must be there. It is not a passive thing to meditate. It's a very active state. Meditation is a very active state. You can't drowse. You can't drowse there. It is such an activity. Where does the drowsing come? And you are going to meet the beloved. Where does the sleep come from? Where is the rest? Where is the nothing? And the moment you leave the work, is the important instruction in Bhagavad Gita. Whole essence of Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads. Very clearly Upanishads mentions about this. Kurvanneveha karmani jiji vishechatagga samaha evan tvai nanyathosti na karma lipyate nare. Ishavasya Upanishad, second shloka. First shloka is Ishavasya sarvam yatkinchit jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magratakasya swithanam. Isha, everything is pervaded by God. Don't think anything belongs to me. It belongs to God. Nothing, your body you cannot claim to be belonging to you. It belongs to God. You have to leave everything and go. How many people came and told this land is mine from thousands of years? It is there only, nobody has taken. All articles will remain, only people come and go. Nothing, it is there, it belongs to. Never say mine. Ishavasya sarvam yatkinchit jagatyam. Whatever is there in this world, it belongs to Lord. It's pervaded by Lord. It's the interest. He has the interest in it. It is entrusted. Yatkinchit jagatyam jagata tena tyaktena bhunjita. You enjoy it, but telling, no, it belongs to God, not me. Just like you go in train, it is meant for you to go by train. Train is meant for you, but never say train is mine. Road is meant for you to use. But if you start telling road is mine, it is meant for we people, I will build a house. No, you can't. It is not yours. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. It's meant for you. Enjoy. But don't say it's mine. Kurbanneveha karmani jiji vishetagga samaha. 100 years you live here working alone. Kurbanneva, doing work. Work. Swamiji says, you say. Kurbanneva karmani jiji vishetagga chadagga samaha. 100 years you live here. Kurbaneve karmani jiji vishetagga samaha. Evan tvai nanyate asti na karma lipyate. If you do like this, no karma will bind you. Neither vasanas are formed. Magrada kasya svidhanam. Don't covet somebody's property. Somebody's. Give up the sense of mine and I, me, for me. 3 things. I, mine and for me. Nanu, nandu, nange. These 3 are constantly binding. Give up this, enjoy, do constant work. Because life is work, activity. You can't live without activity. No bird, no animal, nothing, not even insect can live without activity. You have to do. So, do, and then no karma. If you do activity, know this, nothing belongs to me here, everything belongs to God, and work and do your living. No karma will ever bind you. When we try to escape from the work in the name of sadhana, then the problem comes. Great loss, mahati vinashti. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.